3 national TV games, NFL Preseason this Saturday, August the 23rd. NFL Network, Rams, Browns, Seahawks, Packers, Jaguars, Dolphins. I'm going to break down all 3 games for you, Saturday afternoon through Saturday night. Let you know the quarterback rotations, coaches' quotes, which teams are playing starters, which aren't, and most importantly, I'm going to give you my top side and total for these 3 games coming up right here. Free analysis for NFL Saturday right now. Hi, this is Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, right back here on WagerTalk TV. And it's the final Saturday, the final day of the NFL preseason, week 3. We don't do 4 anymore, we do 3. And they'll get next week off. And then, of course, the NFL regular season begins. But don't forget, college football starts this Saturday. In fact, the very first game of the season is in Dublin, Ireland, and it is a top 20 matchup between Kansas State and Iowa State. Don't forget that free video with a free side and total is available right here on WagerTalk TV. So also make sure you subscribe and click that bell for instant alerts all season long when these free play videos are posted. Also a ton of free play baseball videos for Saturday as well. All right, let's go down in order here. We'll start with the early game, the mid-afternoon game, and the nighttime game. I'm going to give you the details, analysis on all 3, let you know which way I would lean, and then give you my top side and total at the end. First game's at 1 o'clock Eastern, NFL Network. We do have the Rams visiting the Browns. And if you look at this point spread, you'll be like, well, we know what's happening in this one. One team's taking it serious and one's not. In fact, the Browns opened as a 2.5-point favorite. And I'm doing this video on Friday afternoon as we head into the week and get it up nice and early for you the day before. Browns are now a 7.5 to 8.5-point favorite. I even see some 9s out there. I don't recommend doing teasers in the NFL preseason, even though they're low totals, which normally make teasers better plays. These lines are very soft. They move 3 or 4 points at a time based on information. But with that said, the Browns are a decent teaser selection here if you can get them down to 2.5 or less, which you can with the current line of 7.5 to 8.5. Of course, you got to tie that up with another game. I would recommend maybe taking one of these 2.5-point underdogs and getting them up above a touchdown. Some games that jump out to me just looking at off the board here. They're Commanders, not my Washington Commanders. You can get them up to 8.5. You could tie it up with maybe the Bucks at +8. 49ers are +2. Also, the Cardinals are +2. Those are all games you could tease up above those key numbers of 3 and 7. And once again, in general, NFL preseason teasers are not an advantage play like they are in the regular season. But I do like the Browns in this game. Unfortunately, this line's gotten a little out of control at 7.5, 8.5. Now they got to basically win by double digits. The only way I would play it, though, is Cleveland. I would lean towards them even at -8, 8.5. Get them down to a 2.5 on a teaser is probably the better option. Let's dig into why I say that. First of all, the point spread tells you all you need to know. The Browns are taking this game serious. Joe Flacco and the starters are expected to play 20 to 25 snaps. That could be the majority of the first half. Meanwhile, the Rams do not look like they're taking this game as serious. It's not their dress rehearsal. This is the dress rehearsal game for the Cleveland Browns. And also like the fact that the Browns are at home. Even though they're 2-0 in the preseason, they've been making an effort to win. But I believe this is their only home game in the preseason. Those other 2 on the road, right? So once again, extra effort here from a team that's struggled over the years. Whereas the Rams under McVay, they've played better this year. They have been competitive. But historically, McVay is one of the worst preseason coaches and normally does not care. Can't imagine for a 10 a.m. Pacific local time start for them on their body clocks. And with the starters limited if they play at all. Looks to me like one team is taking this game serious and the other is not, and that's the Cleveland Browns. So that is why this line has gone from 2.5 to 8.5. I do lean Browns here still, even at the inflated number, but take them down on a teaser is probably a better option. Tie that up with one of those 2-point dogs in another game that you like and get it up to +8. That's your 1 o'clock Eastern early game on NFL Network. All right, let's look at the mid-afternoon game at 4 o'clock Eastern. Seahawks at the Packers. Similar situation here in which the Seahawks are not playing their starters at all. In fact, they've already announced that. But the big news here is that Jalen Milroe, the 3rd-round draft pick out of Alabama, is going to play the entire game at quarterback. That's what they're saying, and that's what I expect to see to happen. Once again, Seahawks will sit their starters. They're going to play the rookie the entire game. Now, he's been mediocre throwing the ball, but he's a mobile running threat. And I will say in the preseason, that's a sneaky little handicapping trick you can use for years to come. Mobile quarterbacks are often a very good bet because in the second half against backups, they can cause havoc. It's not quite the situation here as Milroe will be playing the entire game, although the Packers don't look like they're going to have their starters out there maybe at all. They're going to probably play backups in this game. Might have them out for a little bit in the first half, a mini dress rehearsal. But I do like the fact they're at home. I think, once again, the home team usually makes a little bit more of an effort to win. And the fact that the Seahawks are outright sitting all their starters kind of tells you that they're not taking this game serious. and after some home games for them, probably less likely on the road. So once again, I'd lean towards the home team in this one, and this line is pretty reasonable, currently -3. Now, Seattle opens as a 1-point road favorite. Packers are now -3, -115 in some spots. As long as it stays at -3 or less, I would lean Green Bay in this game. That's at 4 o'clock Eastern on NFL Network. All right, let's get to the final game, and this late night game is actually where I think both the side and total have the best value. In fact, of these 3 national TV games Saturday, I like the side and total best here in this Jaguars-Miami Dolphins game, and this is your NFL Network game at 7 Eastern Saturday night. First off, the Dolphins opened as a 2-point home dog, 2.5-point home dog. Now they're a 6-point home favorite. So once again, big line move in this game, and for the similar reasons, the Jaguars have announced they're not going to play their starters. No Trevor Lawrence. The backups will play. Meanwhile, the Dolphins are treating this as their dress rehearsal, kind of like the Browns are. Tua's going to be out there. The starters will see several series. So once again, complete mismatch as far as motivation here. You've got the Dolphins playing their starters. The Jags announcing they will not. They've had joint practices this week. Jacksonville has said that they're using that more as a situational analysis of the starters. They want their backups, the guys that are trying to earn roster spots. So I do like the edge here for Miami. And although this is similar to that Cleveland game, the line is much more reasonable. As I said, it's only -6. It's below that key number of 7 still. So I think the best side of the 3 games on NFL Network this Saturday is this nighttime game, the Miami Dolphins at -6. And I also think at home they'll be making a strong effort. Keep in mind, they tied the Bears on the road back in Week 1. That's looking pretty impressive because Chicago blasted Buffalo last week on national TV. And also Miami was on the road for Week 2. So this is their only home game because we only have 3 now. That's another sneaky little under-the-radar handicapping trick you can use in the upcoming years, is these teams that only have 1 home game. Home teams in general maybe make a little more effort to win, but when you only have 1 home game the entire preseason, I think you make more of an effort, and that's why the Dolphins are treating this as their dress rehearsal. The Jags are mailing it in. They're not playing starters. I like the Dolphins in this, and I think we get better line value here than we did in that Browns game at -6. So Miami would be my top side recommendation of these 3 national TV games on Saturday. And I'm also going to look at the under here. We haven't talked a lot about totals, but I think there's some value with this under 38, 38.5 if you shop around. Open 37.5. It's up to 38.5. I don't agree with that move. One thing that's come out of the joint practices this week is that Jacksonville struggled offensively against the Dolphins' aggressive defense, and now they're playing all backups, Jacksonville that is, no starters. I think Miami's defense is going to serve them well in this game. Another reason I like their side, but I think it also correlates to maybe a lower scoring game than expected, with this one going under 38.5. And once again, 37, of course, you've heard me preach this, is the key total. About 4 to 5% chance a game lands exactly on 37. So whenever we get above that key number, we start to look for reasons to play the under. And I think we have one here with the Miami defense against a backup Jaguars offense. That favors both the side and total. So I think Dolphins -6 and under 38.5 both make sense in your late night game at 7 Eastern Saturday night, once again on NFL Network. Hey, there you go. Triple play video for you. The last day of the NFL preseason. I thought I'd bring it out with a bang here. All 3 national TV games broken down for you with my opinions. And I think that late game at 7 Eastern, the side and total have the best betting value. Let me know your thoughts on these games. The other games you like. It's a huge Saturday of NFL preseason action. Drop your plays below. Hey, drop some college football best bets. We've got some real college football games this Saturday as well. Week 0. And then, of course, Week 1 starts next week. Big card on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all the way through Labor Day weekend. If you're not on board yet, now's the time to get on board. And don't wait until next week. If you sign up right now for September, you get the rest of August for free. It's a fantastic offer at WagerTalk.com, and there's no promo code needed. Buy September All Sports, and you know you want September. It's college football, pro football, full month of Major League Baseball. But don't wait until next week. Get it now, and you get every day remaining in August for free. That's over a week for free when you sign up for September. Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, and hey, get to my page quicker with shortcut wt.buzz/SM. Now, the buy September, get the rest of August free is a great way to try out my service for about 5 weeks, basically. But if you're ready to take a serious investment approach, now is an excellent time to lock up a 1-year all access, and there's a few reasons why. First of all, with promo code SM365, you get an instant $811 discount at checkout. That gets it down to exactly $3 a day, about $1 a play. And that's going to get the complete college and pro football seasons, which are about to start this weekend, the complete college and pro basketball seasons, which are only a couple months away, the whole second half of this baseball season, well, a little less than second half, but we got about over 2 months remaining. And by the way, this is still a great time to play baseball. Last year, we finished on an incredible 57-28 baseball winning run over the final few months. We've got about 2+ months of baseball through the World Series, and then you're going to get over the first half, about 4.5 months next year of baseball. So this is a great time to get on board. By the way, college football started 10-3 last year in the first month, so don't miss this first month of college football. Fantastic value. Finished the NFL hitting over 60% run last year as well. NFL right around the corner. Great time to start taking a serious, consistent investment approach. And if you're going to do so, the 1-year all access is the way to do it. And when you use promo code SM365, you get an instant $811 discount. That gets it down to $3 a day, about $1 a play. Or if you want to try it out a smaller package, do the 1-month sampler by September and get this next week of August included for free. Doesn't matter if you get a 1-day, a 1-week, a 1-month, or a 1-year subscription. Every client gets the same best bets or the exact same plays I am personally using each day. I turned 29 this week, August of 1996. This week in August of 1996 is when I became a full-time professional handicapper and started my business. I've been doing this full-time ever since now for 29 years. This will be my 30th football season starting this weekend with college and pro football regular seasons. I know what I'm doing, and if I have a play, my clients get it. It's that simple. Emailed out instantly to every client every day with detailed written analysis. Takes you about 5 minutes a day to check your email, get the play, or log into WagerTalk to get it and put it in. And look, once again, this is an investment. Treat it as an investment. Try the month of September, get the rest of August free, or if you're ready for this serious long-term commitment and treating it like an investment all year long for every sport, the 1-year all access promo code is SM365. Check it out on my page. You'll see the best bets for this weekend each and every day. You'll see the bonus free play. Don't forget about the bonus free play. My last cut from my best bet card goes up as a free play for everybody on my page free each and every day. So go there every day. Check out the free play. Even if you're doing your own handicap and if you're new to sports betting, get the free play, build your bankroll, and when you're ready to get on board, use one of those special offers that's listed right now. Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. Get there quicker. Shortcut wt.buzz/SM. If you're liking these free play videos, all I ask is a thumbs up, like, and a positive comment below because I do truly read the comments and I reply back. Let me know who you like this week in NFL preseason, college football, Major League Baseball. By the way, I guest hosting last call, depending on how I say I guest hosted. It depends on when you watch this. I'm guest hosting. I'm doing this on Friday, so I'm guest hosting Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern last call. But if you're watching it after, then I guest hosted it. Point is, you can watch it live at 11 a.m. Eastern this Saturday. We do have live programming. It's kind of like a Wager Talk today on Saturdays. We also take your questions in the live chat, break down football, basketball, baseball, whatever the sport of the month is. Also UFC, golf sometimes. But more importantly, it's archived 24/7 like all the live shows are afterwards here on Wager Talk TV. So that's yet another reason to subscribe and click that bell for an instant alert because you won't miss the live shows. You also won't miss when my free play videos are posted each and every day here on the channel. Finally, on the way out, follow me on social media at Steve Merril, 2 R's, 1 L, Merril. That's how you spell Merril, 2 R's, 1 L, at Steve Merril on X and Instagram. Stay tuned here to Wager Talk TV because you also know there's more free play videos coming up next.